So let's have fun with one of my favourite tempo drills today, and it centres around two concepts I like to use: deliberate practice versus free practice. Now on the range we need both. We need to have those free swings, particularly if we're going out to the golf course. When we're on the golf course, indeed, we don't want to think about the mechanics. The deliberate practice is mechanics. We can practice that anywhere, at the range and at home, working on how we can poke our movements to make it what we want. So onto the tempo drill. What we're going to do is we're going to go through the whole motion of the movement, and we're going to just do it 10%, 20% and all the way through. And actually I've got my 4-iron. I'm going to take half the clubs out of my bag probably. I like to do that for every drill. And we're going to see if we can complete the full swing, so into nice posture, nice balanced dynamic position, arms hanging down. And then we're going to go through the whole movement at 10% of our speed. And I'll say it's quite hard to do if you've not done it before, so I'll take it back. 10% swing. I've got about 100 yards here into this par 3, so I'm going to go with my 6 now. I'm going to do a 20%. That last shot probably went about 60 yards there, rolled down the sand, so 20% swing. Again, going through the motion. Whoops, that was a pull. And this is why I like the drill, because I can definitely feel those different things that I'm doing. I'm going to go down the clubs here, and the reason I'm doing that is just to get some different flights on the ball from the different percentages of tempo. And we just want to see basically if we can maintain the mechanics that we're working on, or improve them indeed. Think about what we're trying to do. We're trying to improve those mechanics, get our body into the position we want to feel at a slower pace. So here we go, I'll try and do this one. 30%, spiral up. So 40%, spiral up. That's not too bad, but I might say that that was perhaps 50%. So having the little 10% increases is quite difficult. One of the things I like to work on in the swing is how we use the ground to put the club in the right place. And certainly what I'm guilty of sometimes is going forwards. I think I see a lot of my students going forwards into those toes. And therefore when we're doing this deliberate practice, that transition should definitely be down. So if we think the spiral around and up, we definitely want that spiral down and in. So the spiral comes from the right side down into the ground. And then what actually happens as we come into delivery here, we've created quite a lot of room between our body and the ball. This is a lot of room to get our arms back into the correct position as we're opening up or spiraling up and through. So we're going to go for a 50% swing now. So spiral up. Oof. And that's actually nearly gone in the hole. So that's how I should play golf, I think. We're facing into Dubai Marina here with the sea the other side. So this time of day, we do get the breeze coming towards us. So I'm on to 60% now, and I have my 9-iron. Now, ordinarily, obviously, the 9-iron would go a bit too far. But with this breeze, having these movements where you take a little bit more of a deliberate, slower swing, and we don't swing so fast, we're going to take some spin off the ball. Obviously, the 9-iron is going to set off with a little bit lower trajectory also. So that wind's going to have less to say. So I might even suggest that this would be a shot that I might play. So 60% now, I'm letting go of the club a little bit more. I'm working that pressure out to the arc. Here we go, 60%, so spiral up, pressure out. Okay, now, this is absolutely, I'm repeating myself, why I like this drill. So I've gone a little bit faster, and on that swing, you'll definitely see how my hips went into rotation instead of using the ground. So now we've got a 70%. I'm going to go with my pitching wedge. Absolutely, in this little breeze, the shot that will be playing into this flag, back left, little 70%. So I definitely did it again there. I do feel that I had a little bit of rotation. Definitely the weight was going into the toe there, which would at speed make my posture look like I'm standing up, but really what's happening was my lower half, the rotation was getting in there instead of getting into the ground a little bit better. And this is why I like the concepts of deliberate practice versus free practice. So what's actually happened there is, because this is the shot that I would ordinarily probably play from this distance, I've tried to hit it close to the flag, and again the result's not too bad. It's about 6 feet away. I've got a birdie putt. 80% now. So at the top here, I'm going to think a bit more deliberately about trying to get into the ground a little bit more, spiral down and in, and therefore leave that space. So up to the top, deliberate practice. I do feel more left there. Going for 90% now. This is my 54 degree, so I'm gonna have to go after this one a little bit, and it probably is not gonna get there into this freeze, but you'll see what I'm trying to do here. I'm gonna be even more deliberate about getting into the ground. Let's see if I can do that deliberate move, that spiral down into the ground. Absolutely delightful, absolutely delightful. I don't say that very often about my shots, but I'll have to check to see if I'll have to check to see if it's what I want mechanically, but definitely felt more distance to the ball, which is what I'm trying to achieve. So going towards it. And 90%, that's quite close to about 3 feet that, with my 54. So the 100% shot is something we should definitely practice. Perhaps in this circumstance, I wouldn't play this shot, but definitely we want to have this in our locker where we know how to work on our speed. Speed is also a concept of training that we need to practice. Doing our deliberate practice and free practice, well, speed training is good. Also, I'll definitely put some videos up about speed because I do enjoy giving it a welly. So here we go, 100%. I'm probably going to fall over if I give this 100%, but let's go for it. That deliberate movement into the ground, 100%. See if I can hold that nice balanced finish from spiraling down. Oh wow, that's actually taken off there. I'm going to have to take you down to show you that one. That's nearly gone in. So next time you're practicing, give the tempo drill a whirl. If we're at home, we can turn the club upside down, so we practice that deliberate movement, different tempos. And then if we're at the range, obviously we can turn the club and do it properly and hit those different length of shots using the free swing version of that tempo drill. You saw halfway through there how I used my pitching wedge, and I was hitting, I think 70–80% was the distance actually was correct into this little breeze. Probably the shot I would be playing towards the end there. I was using my lob wedge and going after it a little bit more. So feel free to comment. I do like coming out here in between my lessons to share my tips and tricks. Press that subscribe button and I'll see you next time.